Nice and slow.
What was that, Scotty?
I've sort of rubbed along the side of the track on my side step, so I don't know what it's going to be like.
Let me come down and have a look, mate.
She was slipping
Now,
out.
once you pass that tree, try and go that way. Yep. Nah, it's no good. Oh, no, you might be okay. See if you get your front wheel in this channel. Stop. Yeah, no good. Nah, stop, Billy. You have to get your tyre back into that drain. That's not going to work. You're about to go into a little crevice. It'll steer that way very shortly. Yep. Keep going and you'll drop in. Keep going. Yep, you're dropping in now. Straighten her up. Good. Just a nice slow drive down.
Yeah, good. You're out of the worst part now.
Pretty straightforward down. Just stay in these slots nice and slow.
Scotty's face. Your face, Scotty.
No, you're doing good.
We'll drop you down in now. Yep, good. Drive nice and slow. A couple of rocks here, so you can take it nice and slow there, Billy. Yeah, you've done good. You just ride that down nice and slow all the way to my car now.
At this point, given that the Fortuner and the D-Max had gone into the bank, I don't know about Steve's range, it may or may not have, but he's got side guards as well. Anyway, Benny's Land Cruiser does not have any side protection, so he made a decision not to continue past this point, so we parked him up. It was a bit of a blessing in disguise because we got to use him as a cameraman and a winch boy for the rest of the journey.
Something's rattling. Something's rattling on my car. See, that was downhill assist there. I put downhill assist, I just crawled me down, no brakes. No brakes. Just back it off. Camera boy's gone over.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Camera boy was getting tired.
Senior one behind you.
Surprising, that even running downhill's fucking hard.
Sometimes I think it's worse than...
Scotty down there in front. I'll walk down to the next section, you can stop, mate, keep going.
There's Cassie there. We've just come down. We've just come down a really, really steep section, possibly the steepest section. I remember seeing this section on Tyler Thompson's video when he did it back in the Navara days. He did it in the summertime. It was really shaly and difficult. We've done it in the winter time and it's not too bad, but it's pretty steep. Let me give you an example. That's me looking straight. That's the track up there. Somewhere in that you can hear Belly coming down in the D-Max. I'll walk up here and get a better angle of him. But, you know, naturally everyone knows by now that steepness is never reflected correctly in videos. Belly really needs a lift. Just very slowly, mate, very slowly. Down he comes. The Billy doesn't have any lift in his car yet, so the extra weight of the winch and whatnot's probably dropping him down a little bit as well. Certainly needs a lift. Then up there's Steve from Mud Ducks Touring. He's coming down the hill. I'm going to flick back around, so I go this way so I get my ugly mug in the road. Or where's the sun? Of course I know where the sun is, but it's right where I don't want it to be. I'll come around this way a bit. There we go. So up there you can see Steve coming down. So if you go look at Tyler Thompson's videos, the first time he does a video he comes down here. The second time he goes up it. The second video he done with his dad, Gary, and Gary, I think he did a CV joint and had to get pulled up this hill. But she's a gnarly hill. I think you'd want to come down this hill rather than go up it. But we'll give you a further update at the end of this trip and let you know which way is the best way. But I would steer clear of summertime, only because the track would be very dusty and shaly. At least in the winter time, it's a bit harder for the rain, and a lot more of the rocks are gripping into the dirt. So consider that when you come and do it. We've had fun. 3 of us have decided to come down. The Land Cruiser gave up after the first little incident. Just felt that it was too much for Benny's confidence, or he wasn't confident enough he'd get down without damaging his car. So we left it up the top. But here we are now. So Steve doesn't name his cars, so I can't give it a name. Cassie the Fortuner, Dougie the D-Max, and just the Ranger.
Mighty Ranger.
The Mighty Ranger, there you go. The Mighty Ranger. And then in two-wheel mode is our camera guy. Camera guys don't get enough of a rap in these videos. See some behind the scenes work.
Up here, man. Fucking should have brought my car.
Behind the scenes.
Driving the tricky.
You can pretend, Benny, you can pretend.
I'm don't pick on the D-Max. No,
Billy, you've been hearing a rattle, have you? That could be it, mate. That could be your rattle.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Good as new.
That's it.
Well, looks like we might have made it finally to Bulls Creek. I can Billy's probably left half his car on the track, but it's been a fucking wild ride. It's been great. Oh, there's a bit more of it. Oh. Here we have the Fortuner. D-Max. Dry as Danny.
Yeah. The other side of the ridge or something.
So let's get Scotty's inside here. What's our choices?
Oh, hello. Fancy seeing me on my camera. 2 choices to you, Benny. We can head down this way, which takes us down to another creek crossing and that, but then it heads into private property.
Yes, we can't get out. You can't get to Moon and Flat. There's a lock gate.
Well, you can in emergency. You can get through the property to a road that takes you out, but it's an emergency only access, right?
Yep.
But here to my right, we have the beginnings of Bull Ridge Road, which will take us back up to pretty much near the Firs, sort of. It'll take us up towards that way. So we're going to head that way. But we're going to have some lunch first, because it's after 1 o'clock. So.
Because we came down the Bungaree trail.
We came down Bungaree or Bungaree or Bungaree or however you want to say it. And we're going up Bull Ridge Road.
Yeah, okay.
But for now, we'll have lunch here, I think. A bit of a chat, and then we'll get ready to continue the rest of the day.
Regroup.
I'm probably 30 metres from the top and I can't go any further.
What, are you stuck or what?
Yeah, I can't get over this point. I'll just back down a tiny bit and give it another go, but I'm not convinced.
Just give it a bump, mate. He's mountain goating his way up there.
Bloody steep.
I'm up.
Come here.
This is the part of the video where I point out I had a rear locker and didn't actually engage it. What a ning-nong. I think if I'd engaged it, would have got to the top first go without a problem.
Oh, we are recording. Fuck me. Bit of language for Scots to bloop out later.
I've walked up here already. I ain't going back down and back again. This physique was not built for walking mountains. Anyway, dug himself well. Got about 3/4 of the way up, I think.
Yeah, he didn't do too bad actually. I thought he was getting a bit stuck a bit earlier, but
I reckon we can winch him up to here and get up to that next spot at the top up there.
winch him then. Yeah, it's a double winch I think.
Just get him over.
Bit soft for belly I think. If only,
Thanks, mate.
if only you had a troopy.
If only there was a troopy available. All right. Have to forgive my heavy breathing, but it's hard work walking up this steep hill. Got belly wide up. He's going to come up the hill. We're a safe distance behind the drama. Just let the winch get you up over the tough stuff. Right, we're in business. Yep. Yeah. Just take it easy, Betty. Let the winch get you over the tough stuff, mate. Keep going, keep going, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving, keep going. Yeah, you're up now. Jesus Christ, belly. Yeah. All right, Steve, you can come up now, belly's up. All right, let's get some bit of footage of the nature around here. It's a shady track. Definitely the toughest part of our day so far. Had the winch, belly had the winch. Now we're just waiting for Steve to come up in the Ranger. Here he comes. That's your toughest bit in front of you, Steve. Keep going. Made it easy. Well done.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Steve.
Did you see that smile on his face, Bill? Comes Steve in the big Ranger. I'm ready to jump out of the road. Oh, Steve. It's the Ranger. Easy peasy Japanesey. Yeah, it's only just on the other side of the hill. Right, well here we are. We've made it to the top of Bull Ridge Road. Didn't get a lot of video on Bull Ridge Road because other than the two pretty gnarly hill climbs down the very bottom, it's pretty plain sailing, not much hassle at all. A regular four-wheel drive could do it. But here we are, we made it out, which was good. Just waiting on Steve because Bull Ridge Road splits at the very top. And one goes one side of the Firs and one goes the other, so he's just taken the eastern side and we've taken the western side. But here, so there's the tuner, and there's the D-Max, the stock standard D-Max, no lift in it, nothing like that. And anyway, it's got a little bit of damage, not much, a little bit of damage. It did this on a pretty gnarly rock step. Billy will fix that up. And down one little section, he slid his ass, the arse of his car, into a little bank there, and just done a little bit of dinging onto that. But you know, Billy loves the action and the excitement. So
the damage underneath. He's probably left a sump or a gearbox.
no, I mean he did scrape out a lot, and he did do some work for state forestry by grading the road. But other than that, you know, as you've heard me say before, Dougie the D-Max never fails to impress me. Just ploughs along, comes along with everybody else. So nothing to stress. If you're thinking about buying a D-Max, you know, I'd recommend it. Good little beast. And another thing you got to do today, Bill, you got to use your winch in anger for the first time.
I did.
So money well spent.
That was.
Yep.
It paid for itself.
You want to take it up all the way, or you want to do it when we get to my car?
Yeah. And here's the proof. Look at that. No, look at that.
So what are we doing, Scotty?
Well, we've just spent half an hour trying to find Steve, who's apparently taken a wrong turn. And now, so we sent Belly off to find him while we come back to get your car. And it looks like Belly's found him. He looks like he just turned right instead of left at the top of the track.
Yeah. The reason it happened is we agreed to go a different track on the way out, just to try and see who'd get up to the Barrington Trail quicker.
Yeah, because you could do either, there was a left or a right on Bull Ridge Road.
Yeah. And unfortunately we didn't agree to meet somewhere specifically, and obviously Steve's gone right and we're hanging around to the left. So, but we sent Belly over the ridge because he wasn't picking up radio, and now that Belly's gone over the ridge and he's got him on the UHF.
Yep, and we've come down to rescue, or not to rescue, but to collect your car.
To collect.
Yeah.
Right, now. Should go move it.
What, we might need a big rip on the way. Yeah. There you are, Benny.
Oh, someone didn't fucking steal the car.
I'm just going to nip here.
3.2.
Oh, that wasn't too bad at all.
No, it wasn't. Oh, it's actually, I wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I actually thought it was worse coming down that way.
Alright, we made it back to camp. A bit later than I wanted to. About 4:30, but it is what it is. Just going to quick run down with the boys about what they thought about today's track. What do you think about today's track, Benny?
Oh, from a passenger's perspective.
Yes, I noticed you were filming there. Sorry, mate.
It's all right. From a passenger's perspective, it was quite enjoyable.
Oh, that's right. You didn't drive it, did you?
Didn't drive it today.
Oh, you did the first 200 metres?
Yeah, just conscious that there could have been a little bit of a...
I think next time you could do it. Now you've done it, you feel pretty confident doing it.
Yeah, look, if it wasn't wet and you weren't going to slip into those walls on the first little entrance, I think over that, every other part of the track was no worse than what we probably did in the big high country.
I'd call it troopy territory, mate. Troopy country.
A lot of that ground actually quite good, but that first part where we were sliding into that wall, I said, I just don't really want some panel damage today.
No, we know. It's all good, mate.
But, thumbs up.
Excellent. Oh, I enjoyed it. It was a good trip. So. Hey, Belly.
Yo!
What do you think of the track today, mate?
Very good.
What,
Very good.
did you have any scary moments?
I wouldn't say scary moments, but challenging moments, maybe.
Dougie did well, didn't he?
Yeah,
Hey?
but, you know,
Dougie
that's
the D-Max?
what four-wheel driving's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got a little bit of damage, but not a huge amount.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's
Yeah,
sort
it's just a bit of cosmetic stuff, mate. Nothing
Yeah,
nothing's going to cost you a fortune. A bit of damage there to your rear bar, and of course everyone's seen the footage of your footstep.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
the 200th time everybody's seen it. So,
That's because it's funny. Yeah.
Everybody's going to put a bit of rubbish on me. So.
It's only fair. It's part and parcel of forward drive, isn't it, mate?
But no, it was a good day out. Everybody
Excellent.
enjoyed themselves. That's the main thing.
So how long do you think the track took us? What you reckon the track took us about 4 hours, 4.5 hours?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue, mate. It just seemed like forever, but that's what happens, I suppose.
It's only about 5k long, isn't it? 6k long.
Yeah, well, 10 minutes on
Yeah.
Google.
Google
but,
Maps says 10 minutes.
A little bit longer than that, I reckon.
Excellent. All right, I think we're going to settle in tonight for a big fire and a bit of a feed. And of course, Steve, who brought up the rear for that trip, he loves it bringing up the rear.
It's not the first time.
The first time
Move last.
in his big Ranger here. What do you think of the track, Steve?
Loved it. I thought it was
it?
great. I haven't had any chance to do any decent wheeling for a while. It's all been really cruisy stuff. So today was fun. Nice low range tracks. Just generally good stuff. You know, really. I was glad I had a couple of inches of lift in 33s. And I was also glad I had the hill descent control. That worked really well.
Downhill assist in my car, brilliant.
Yeah, they're all different names, but I got to actually use the locker. You wouldn't think I've had this thing for 7 years, and it's hardly done any of that. So
I think it did really,
loved
really
it.
well. Yeah. All right. So those who don't know, Steve has his own forward drive channel. What's it called, Steve?
Mud Ducks Touring Australia.
So
I'll have my own video of this at some stage.
yeah, whether it's as good as mine or not, I don't know.
Won't be.
And his may have already come out prior to mine. But regardless of it, if you haven't seen it, go to Steve's channel and check it out.
Check it out.
And you know,
Thank you.
become a subscriber and help him out.
That'd be great. Thank you.
All right, fellas, let's relax for the night, eh?
Sounds good.